Hey Lan, hi folks, it's Lev. Welcome back to another video. For those of you who are new, I use he and pronouns. I am filming this video in advance, but by the time it's posted and that you see it, it will be, officially June 24th. And that means it's been 7 months since I got top surgery. I got top surgery on October 24th, 2022. Now it's, by the time you see this video, I'm doing this video like in advance, it will be June 24th, 2023. And I can't believe that 7 months has passed since I got top surgery. And I said this when I got top surgery or before I got top surgery, and then when I got top surgery, and then after top surgery, and now it's unreal. I can't believe it's happened since it's like my brain and my body has had time to like process exactly what happened and that it's actually real. But I still can't believe it's been 7 months, and I just want to talk about how I feel and my thoughts and reflections and that whole thing. So firstly, I guess just a brief chest update. It's healed up very, very nicely. I don't bandage it anymore. I don't wear any compression vests. I don't bandage it. I just leave it as is, and I apply this on once a day, which is Scar Gel. If you can see, yep, Scar Gel. This is one that my surgeon recommended. It's like the good brand. This thing costs $50. It's 20 grams. There's a smaller one for a cheaper price. 20 grams of this, this thing is $50. And it's just like a tube like this. Once a day, just I put it not on the middle of my nipple. It's just like the circle around my nipple. That's where they made the incisions. I don't have low scars, so I don't put any. I don't have any scars below my nipples. It's just I did circumareola, meaning it just incision around the nipple, and then that's where I apply this. I bought another tube, and I'm just gonna apply it until this runs out and the other one runs out, and they should be good. Because I was told by a surgeon that I only needed to do it for around 6 months, but my GP recommended that you can do it up to a year. It'll help with like healing and the scar flattening, because my skin, the scar is a little bit raised. It's no health complications with that, but it's just cosmetically, it's just a little raised and bumpy, if for lack of better words. So this helps flatten scars and lighten scars and protects the scar essentially. So that's what I'm doing. In terms of movement, everyday activities, everything is basically normal, and it's basically like before I was before I went before it was it's like before I went it's like before I underwent, is that a word? Basically it's the same now as before top surgery, with movement and being able to do things, carry things. I can do push-ups now. I've been doing body weight training. Just everything's normal. There's no restrictions, there's no limits. Essentially I can just do everything as per normal, including exercise, heavy lifting, etc. Still very happy about it. Still very happy with the results. I looked back again. I got pre-operative and post-operative photos from my surgeon, and just looking at the pre-photos and then the brief after post-op photos, like after surgery photos, and looking at my chest now, it just, so much has like happened, like physically, medically, so much has healed without me even knowing. And it's just mentally things are a lot better now, emotionally things are a lot better. And I want to talk about that a little bit more, like the psychological, emotional aspect and the identity aspect and that sort of thing now. With the whole trans identity aspect of my life in general, it's not at the forefront of my mind anymore. Initially, it's definitely like at the forefront of my mind. It was something that my whole life centered around my trans identity, like social transition, medical transition, and it consumed my world essentially. And after I started testosterone, it alleviated that a little bit. And then, but then it was still, the trans aspect was still at the forefront of my life. Essentially, things around my life centered around my trans identity at the time, still, even after I started testosterone. And then it took the load off a little bit, and then still going through a lot of physical changes, still going through physical changes now, but it's still not at the forefront of my mind so much. And then there was the top surgery stuff, and then that made that, again, my trans identity was very much at the forefront of my mind, and my life centered around top surgery and looking after myself and making sure that I don't like get into an accident before top surgery, and things I do had to be considerate of top surgery and how it might impact that aspect, because it was the most important thing in my life at the time after I started working and earning was top surgery. So that everything I did was centered around top surgery. And then after I got top surgery, everything was centered around recovery from top surgery, which is basically trans identity stuff. And now it's sort of ticked off and done in a way for me, because it's something I wanted because of chest dysphoria. It's ticked off going on hormones. It's ticked off for me. Top surgery is ticked off for me. I'm happy with my name. I'm happy with the social aspect of my life, my trans identity. And so I've not so much focused on trans identity stuff as of late. Like when I first came out, and even when I started working, I did so much trans advocacy, and I made so much content on YouTube about trans stuff. It was like for some period of time, all of my content was trans stuff. And then there was a lot of LGBT stuff in general. And I realized that now it's just starting to sink in that I'm just human. Like I don't have to introduce myself, which I usually did with like co-workers and people in general, is tell people I'm trans, is like, hi, I'm Lev, I use him pronouns, I'm a trans guy, is one of the first things I would usually say in my intro, is that I'm a trans guy. And I would tell people I'm trans. And part of why I did that, I think, is because of advocacy and like raising awareness and, you know, helping trans people be seen more in society and in like face-to-face like interactions and stuff like that, even online as well. However, now I realize that, you know, centering my life around trans identity stuff and everything I do being trans advocacy, and then being about advocating for myself and just having the trans hat on all of the time, it's just exhausting and it burns me out. And this is where it links back to the human part, is I don't have to tell people I'm trans. It's like, I'm not saying I can never tell people I'm trans. Like, it's if I want to, and yeah, it's if I want to, or if, yeah, basically if I want to, or if it's like appropriate to the situation. But mostly it's when I want to. It's not, okay, I meet someone and I'm obligated to tell them I'm trans. I think initially I did that a lot. It's because I didn't pass, and then I was still going through all these changes and people misgendered me. And it was a lot of education education in people in my inner circle, especially family, because they didn't really understand what being trans was, and admittedly I didn't know what it really was at the time either, in depth, that is. Yeah, and then going on hormones, also telling people, oh, I'm on testosterone and stuff. essentially though, I'm just going like, I'm sort of looping, but essentially I'm just human and I don't have to go after people and be like, hi, I'm Lev, I use him pronouns, I'm a trans guy, I'm autistic, I blah 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 blah. I don't have to do that. It's the same with autism. I don't have to do that. I think another part of this whole puzzle and why I've started doing that less is because I'm comfortable in myself and it's not at the forefront of my mind. Therefore, I don't make that the forefront of conversation subject when I talk to people and interact with people. It's sort of the same thing as, say, for example, if I'm feeling very miserable and then I talk to someone, it can rub off on them and like the only thing I'll talk about is like sad stuff. If my headspace is in a very miserable state, I'm very likely to only talk about negative things and sad things because that's my headspace. Similarly, when trans identity was at the forefront of my mind, I talked about it a lot. I talked about it a lot. And since I'm more comfortable with myself and I basically live life as me, my truth, I'm comfortable with myself, I'm comfortable with where I'm at the moment, and all the internal work done, I don't feel the need to tell people I'm trans all the time anymore. And top surgery is definitely one of the big pieces in this puzzle that helps that where I'm comfortable. Top surgery is definitely one big piece of the puzzle that's helped me feel a lot more comfortable myself and trans identity not being at the forefront of my mind. And just a little touching on a previous video I made about sort of reverse dysphoria after top surgery. For a little bit of context, after I got top surgery, I felt dysphoria seeing chest, like, how do I explain this in a not weird way? Seeing the chest I had before top surgery, like when I go to the beach, or just seeing it in like movies and music videos and media, and just seeing it in general, like, you know, I don't want to say it. Seeing that after I got surgery caused me really bad dysphoria, but I didn't feel dysphoria when I looked at my own chest or in myself. It's only when I saw that triggered some sort of really overwhelming dysphoria, and I just like couldn't look at any of it, and it's just like avoiding it all the time. That was like sort of the what I call like reverse dysphoria. I don't know if that's an actual word, but that's what I call it. Yeah, now that's been gone for like a few months now. I think after the healing has settled, I think nerves might have something to do with it, like my chest rebuilding and healing, and then the nerves, my nervous system, and everything just having to recalibrate itself essentially might have led to that. But that's no longer here, and that's awesome. Another very interesting thing I learned about myself and my own identity after top surgery is that I like guys, and I only like guys, which means I'm gay. It's funny because it's been a wild journey with my sexuality. Like my journey of understanding sexuality started way before my trans journey. It's like I thought I was bi, and then I thought I was a lesbian, and then I'm like, wait, what did I start? What was the first thing I thought? It was ages. I don't remember exactly. I believed I was gay, and that I was a lesbian, and then it was like I'm bi, and then no, I'm actually a lesbian. Then when I came out as a trans guy, I'm like I thought I was straight, and then I'm like, no, I'm actually pan. And then after top surgery, and then coming to realize it's like it just hit me again. It hit me again. I was just like, I don't like girls in that way, and I'm like, I only like guys in that way. And so I have come to the conclusion that I'm gay. And it's very interesting because that sort of hit me after top surgery. It hit me like the thought like, oh, I'm not actually, the word pansexual does not suit me anymore, and it's not who I thought I was. I'm actually gay. So it was sort of, that part of my identity came up again after top surgery. So it's like it's coming to real. It's like a lot of puzzle pieces in identity, and then like once I learn something about my identity or go through an experience like top surgery, which is like life changing, I realize things, and then things I thought I knew about myself is outdated, and then it's like, oh, you're actually like this term, this is actually, it's like this is who I thought I was, and then it's like, oh, this is actually who you are, after I've gone through experiences to help sort of dig up the truth of who I am. Yeah, because there's like a lot of layers that are barriers, and then it might impede me from really finding out who I am and learning about myself, and then barriers being removed, like going on testosterone is one of them, transitioning is one of them, top surgery is undoubtedly one of them, and then it hits me that, oh, this is actually who I am. It's very, very interesting. In summary, top surgery has been an absolute life changer. Life changer? People say game changer. Game changer, life changing. I absolutely do not regret going through the process of top surgery at all. And just some short side note, top surgery, gender affirming top surgery for trans and gender diverse people is not body mutilation. We are not mutilating our own bodies. That's like a stigma, stereotype thing I hear online, is that we're mutilating our bodies. And no, we are not mutilating our bodies by getting affirming surgery that we really want and need. So a lot of changes happen after surgery, mentally, emotionally. Trans identity is not so much at the forefront of my mind. I'm just living my life now and being like, oh, I'm human, I'm human. Trans identity is part of it. My gay identity is part of it. My ASD identity is part of it. But these are all just parts of the bigger picture that fall under the umbrella of human. Yeah. Thanks for watching, folks. Thanks for your continued support, and I will see you in the next video.